Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If I can ask you to grab your most recent refreshments from the refreshment table and find your seats, we're ready to start. Or will be in a minute when you find your seats. I didn't expect you to be so obedient so quickly. Good afternoon, everyone. A wonderful day to be in Saskatchewan again, isn't it? It's a great Sask Polytech Day. Thanks for being here. Give yourselves a hand for being here today. My name's Mitch Holash, and I have the privilege of chairing the Board of Directors for Sask Polytech, and on their behalf, I am happy to welcome you to this great event today. Start by saying on this, in advance of National Indigenous Day, Tawau, Haukota, Anin, Sikwa, Tansi, and Atlanate. Thank you for joining us at Saskatchewan Polytech on Treaty 6 territory, the ancestral lands of the Cree, the Saulteaux, the Dene, the Dakota, the Lakota, and Nakota peoples, and on the traditional homeland of the Métis. We are so pleased that you could all come and be with us today. I want to extend a special welcome to my good friend over the past 35 years, Malcolm Jenkins, and his daughter Karen Jenkins, who's here today as special guests. And we'll get to them a little later, but thanks very much, Jenkins family, for attending. I also want to recognize and thank for attending the Honorable Jamie Martins, our Provincial Secretary, who, as I say, comes to all these very high-level events that I see here at, and thank you for representing the Government of Saskatchewan here. And as well, I note that we have our former Minister of Advanced Education, our most recent one before Minister Cheveldayoff, but Gordon Wyant is here today. And Gordon, stand up. You've done so much work on this project and for Sask Polytech. Please be recognized. An ADM from the Ministry of Advanced Education is here with us today, and Mike Pestel. Where's Mike sitting here? Mike, give a wave. Thanks so much for being here. And I will introduce to you other members of our dais here as time goes on. But to begin our program today in a good way, I'd like to invite Deanna Kimach. And Deanna is our Director of Witoga Matotan Indigenous Student Success here at Sask Polytech. And we'd ask her to bring a blessing and introduce some very special guests for us this afternoon. Deanna?
Thanks, Mitch. As we gather here on National Indigenous People Day, we honor the diverse culture and histories, enduring contributions of the First Nations and Métis Inuit peoples across this land, otherwise known as Canada. This day is a day of celebration, but also a day of reflection, of truth and commitment. I stand before you not only as the Director of Indigenous Student Success at Saskatchewan Polytechnic, but I am the daughter of a residential school survivor. My story, like many others, is a part of the living history of this country, a history to be acknowledged as we move forward together. Today, we recognize the resilience of Indigenous people. We affirm our commitment to reconciliation, to education, and honor Indigenous voices and creating learning spaces such as this that are respectful, inclusive, and grounded in the truth. This land acknowledgement serves not just as words, but as a foundation to continued relationship, building action and allyship. Kanaskumutin. I would like to now introduce our dancers, showstoppers. Come to this. They'll stand on the stage, and then I'm going to have the Cloud Walkers sing a song for you. Okay, guys. Come on. Stage yourself on the stage. You only got 3 push-ups. Let Lauren go behind. Okay, a round of applause for our dancers. Say, boys. Happy National Indigenous Peoples Day. Another round of applause.
That's how you start a program in Saskatchewan, isn't it? Thank you so much for our talented dancers and the drummers and singers. Thank you so much. Very special way to begin our celebration. And we began our day, you know, on Idlewild, on Idlewild outside the Saskatchewan Polytechnic campus today with the pancake breakfast. And there was, we had dancers and all sizes, especially the very tiny little ones in full dress and dancing on Idlewild Drive. And cars were actually stopping in the traffic lanes to film today. So we've had just a brilliant celebration all day today. I just want to recognize those members of my board of directors that are here, and please stand up and give a wave. Board of directors here. We have Cindy Lowe, Brian Lear, Rosalie Payne, Carrie Baudet, Jocelyn Cost here. I think that's our group that's here this afternoon. So thank you. They do so much work for the students at Saskatchewan Polytechnic. Please recognize them. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you somebody that really doesn't need to be introduced to anyone in this room, but we are very fortunate to have had with us as our CEO and president at Saskatchewan Polytechnic since 2012, the most dedicated champion of student success in our province, and he's in large measure the reason why we're here today celebrating the project progress that we are celebrating, and it's certainly my pleasure to introduce to you our leader, my friend, Dr. Larry Rosia.
Well, thank you, Mitch, and thank you for those kind words. Where's our technical? Is it working? I usually have trouble with this mic, and I don't know if it's just me, but I'm the only one that has trouble with the mic. But wow, what a tremendous day, and you're right, Mitch, what a great way to start out this event with everything we do at Saskatchewan Polytechnic is based around embracing Indigenous cultures, and certainly today being what we're celebrating as National Indigenous Day. I know it's tomorrow, but we took advantage of today while everyone's still on campus to celebrate. You know, in Cree there's a word, Watokowan, and the word speaks to the kinship among all things: people, animals, land, water, ancestors, and those yet to come. It reminds us that our actions reach farther than we see, and that what we build today shapes the lives of tomorrow. Gathering here, we stand in that essence, connected by purpose and by a shared belief in the power of education. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Mitch, for your kind introduction. Deanna, thank you for anchoring us this afternoon with those good words and starting our afternoon off in a very good way. Thank you, too, to the wonderful dance troupe that performed for us, who have blessed us with their talent and their artistry this afternoon. And I'm so pleased to welcome MLA Jamie Martins with us this afternoon. And on behalf of the Honourable Minister Cheveldayoff, the Minister of Advanced Education, board members who are in attendance, I mean, what a great day to have a board meeting. Now you can attend our event. Carrie Bodie, Jocelyn Cost, Rosaline Payne, Brian Lear, and Cindy, thank you for being here. We have a member of the President's Circle here as well, June Verhouse. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Janet Uchad-Host, thank you for being here as well. Mike Pestel, thank you for being here. It's great to have advanced education being here for this great day, so thank you for taking time. Students, faculty, and staff, and I know there's other friends in the room for sure. Minister Gord Wyatt, I still call you Minister. I hope you don't mind that. Thank you for all you've done to advance this project as well, and so pleased that you could join us for today's celebration. And students and faculty, staff, and particularly our Indigenous students I see out there, thank you for being here today. Nearly $70 million, that's where we stand today on our Time to Rise campaign. 70% of the way towards our $100 million goal that the campaign has set for the new Joseph A. Remy campus in Saskatoon. And as I say Joseph A. Remy, I can't help but think that he's watching us today and being part of this celebration as well. But behind the number, there lives the stories that really matter. The electrician who will wire tomorrow's smart cities, the nurse who will comfort a frightened child, the engineering technologist who helps build the roads and bridges that bring communities together, the Indigenous student who returns to her community with her diploma, and something more, the unshakable confidence that her culture, her voice, and her vision belong to everyone in the rooms that she enters. Not long ago, we had a special speaker come and speak to our senior leadership team, Jada Lee. He was from the Wood Mountain Lakota Sioux Nation, and he came to talk to us about Indigenous and Indigenous cultures. And something that he said to me at that event has really stuck with me and resonated. He said that numbers can tell us scale, but stories remind us of possibilities. I think you can tell a lot about someone by the stories they choose to be part of. Malcolm Jenkins spent 44 years choosing to be part of the Prince Albert story. With the Canadian Tire store, he turned into a springboard for community transformation. When he officially retired in 2023, he left behind more than a business. He left a legacy of connection. And Malcolm's story doesn't end with retirement, it accelerates. Some people measure success in dollars earned. Malcolm Jenkins measures success in dollars given. Through his family foundation, he has distributed more than $6 million through more than 200 grants. The Alfred Jenkins Fieldhouse, honoring his late father, the hospital facilities, honoring his beloved wife, Melba, who passed away in 2010. There are skate parks, there's soccer tournaments, and of course the Broadway North Theatre Company, which Malcolm founded, and which celebrates its 30th anniversary this year. Each gift is a thread in the larger tapestry of Saskatchewan's future. In 2017, we awarded Malcolm an honorary diploma from Saskatchewan Polytechnic. He could have framed it, displayed it, and considered the relationship with us complete. Instead, he did what visionaries do. He saw it as a beginning, and today that beginning comes full circle. Our Time to Rise campaign is about more than structures, although we're building buildings too. Our campaign is also about what happens inside of those buildings. It's about creating spaces where innovation thrives and students master the skills that this economy needs. It represents something profound, Saskatchewan's belief that our students deserve excellence. And this is the moment when generosity meets vision, when a community champion steps forward to ensure the vision becomes a reality. Friends, colleagues, community members, it is my distinct honor to present the recipient of the Saskatchewan Order of Merit, a cornerstone of Prince Albert's philanthropic landscape, and a true friend to Saskatchewan Polytechnic's mission, Mr. Malcolm Jenkins.
Thank you, Larry. I wish I could remember people's names. I used to be able to do that. He looks out in the audience and sees 17 different people and rings off their names. What a skill. Good afternoon. It's my great pleasure to be here today in the finest country in the world and in the finest province in that wonderful country, in our land of living skies. Always seeking to acquire more knowledge, I realized that I had no idea where that lovely phrase, land of living skies, came from, so I went looking. So today I'd like to send a big Poly shout out to Mrs. Becky Pritchard of Tisdale, Saskatchewan. In 1997, Mrs. Pritchard won a naming contest over 33,587 other entries. The prize was $5,000 plus a paid vacation to anywhere in Saskatchewan. So thank you, Becky. I thought you might like to know who placed second and third. Second was Saskatchewan, where no man can jump to his death. And number 3 was Saskatchewan, Manitoba's evil twin. Now, I'd like to acknowledge some people here today who are very special to me. My daughter Karen, sitting in the front row, who's been with us all the way in our family foundation. She worked for Canadian Tire for so many years. She started out when you were 11, I think, Karen, didn't you? Bringing in carts from the parking lot. Ooh. And she's helped our family foundation make many of the projects that we have been privileged to work on in Prince Albert happen. Next is my best friend and counselor, Mitch Holash, who is here with his lovely wife, Sheila. Mitch is my lawyer and has kept me out of prison for 82.4 years, which is close to the Canadian record. And then my dear friend, Faraka Prince, in the front row, whom we are so lucky to have as our Deputy Chief of Police in Prince Albert. Faraka was the one who brought this project to me in PA, where we were looking to do it on a smaller scale. With the Sask Poly major project launch, she encouraged us to think bigger, and here we are. Indigenous students will, we hope, have less of a life change coming to the city and will find a welcoming home away from home. Along with my late wife, Melba, my family moved to PA on Valentine's Day 1990 and very soon realized that this was it, no more moves. Sadly, we lost Melba to cancer in 2010, and every family foundation project is in her honor. In PA, I ran the Canadian Tire store for 33 years until retiring 2 years ago. Over those years, many things changed. When we arrived, I think we had 3, maybe 4 Indigenous staff members. When we left, it was close to 30%. Many students would work part-time through school, then through high school, then go to college and come back to work during their vacations. We love this. What we didn't love was their final day when they come to say goodbye with their education complete. What are you going to do? Engineering. Where are you going to go? Alberta. What are you going to do? X-ray technician. Where are you going to go? Alberta. What are you going to do? Pharmacy. Where are you going to go? Alberta. It's a lovely place, but I really grew to dislike Alberta, seeing all this great talent draining west. So it is music to my ears when I hear Larry and the folks at the Poly tell me that over 3,000 students graduated this year. How many had jobs? 94 to 97%. How many in Alberta? I don't care. So thank you for making that real. In closing, and this is usually when I get a round of applause, in closing, I'd like to comment on the world we live in right now. It's a lot nastier than it should be. Every morning, if I turn on TV, I see a big, ugly orange man screaming and berating immigrants. I am an immigrant. I landed in Montreal on my 24th birthday in 1967, the 100th anniversary of Canada. This world needs more Canada. I hope this project shows that if you give an immigrant a chance and a bit of time, they can do some really good things, sometimes wonderful things. I hope this is one of them and that you really enjoy it. Thank you.
Yes, we are now going to unveil that, right? So let's unveil, and then my notes are going to talk about it.
Okay, very good. So all of that is to precede the fact that Malcolm's going to leave a little bit of change on the floor here. So we've been asked to unveil this with you. Malcolm, please stand up and we'll unveil something that is in the nature of a gift.
Grab a corner of that.
Okay.
And on the count of 3, we'll flip it over. Malcolm.
1, 2, 3.
So if you can't see all the zeros, it's $1 million that he's giving to the project. So thank you very much, Malcolm Jenkins Family Foundation, Inc. I just want to say that number before he changes his mind. But also what you need to realize is, and those of you that know Malcolm, I see Brendan Bovac Lane in the auditorium today, we know that there's always going to be something quirky that comes out of this gift donation. What's presented right now, I understand, is an unsigned check. And Malcolm insisted that he would sign it here in front of all of you as a demonstration of his commitment. So now we're going to sign the check.
And notice the big felt pen he's signing it with. I think we've seen that a couple times. Yeah.
Nope, your name.
There we have it. Well done, Malcolm. Malcolm, thank you, not simply for your words, but for your commitment that stands behind them. $1 million. The Malcolm J. Jenkins Family Foundation Transformative Investment in Saskatchewan Polytechnic, specifically designated for the Indigenous Student Center gathering space at our new Joseph A. Remy Saskatoon campus. Now let us be clear about what this gift really means. It paves the way for state-of-the-art facilities, cutting-edge resources, modern learning environments that foster learning, growth, and achievement for Indigenous students, for all students at Saskatchewan Polytechnic. This gift creates possibilities, propelling the Indigenous Student Centre into a new era of technological advancements, ensuring that our students are at the forefront of innovation and are prepared for the evolving demands of the workforce. The gift offers more than space. It provides sanctuary, resources and recognition, support, and a sacred understanding that students belong, their cultures are celebrated, their futures unlimited. When an Indigenous student walks into the Indigenous gathering space, years from now, he or she will encounter something remarkable, proof that their education mattered to someone they had never met, but who believed in their potential long before she arrived. Malcolm, your leadership gift shows that Mio-Wakotowin, good relations, is not merely a concept, but a promise. Not simply words, but action, and echoing across generations. This is how campaigns succeed, and this is how communities have risen one visionary gift at a time. Malcolm, on behalf of every student who will find their voices in the gathering space, every Indigenous learner who will discover their strength, and every Saskatchewan citizen who will benefit from the graduates we're empowering, thank you. Your generosity today ensures that as our students rise, Saskatchewan rises with them. And everyone here who believes in the power of education to transform lives, thank you as well. Thank you.
Yes, and on behalf of everyone here, Malcolm, thank you so much for that generous donation. Thank you to Karen and to son Matthew in Edmonton and the whole Jenkins family that is an important part of the Malcolm J. Jenkins Family Foundation. Our next speaker is starting to feel like an old friend. I'm seeing her so much these days, the kind that can be counted on to bring her smile and some sunshine to all of our Sask Polytech celebrations. The provincial government is, of course, Sask Polytech's very close partner on the new campus project. And Jamie Martins, MLA for Martensville, Blairmore, and our provincial secretary is here to bring greetings on behalf of the government. So please welcome Jamie.
Thank you so much. I don't know how I'm going to follow up with that amazing speech. I think that Malcolm did an absolutely phenomenal job, and I wish I could bring my humor to the microphone today as well. But first of all, Tanse, Nitsaukasan Jamie Martins. I'm the MLA, of course, from Martensville, Blairmore area. Thoroughly loving my position, and I thank you, Mitch, for the introduction. I have seen Mitch quite often this year, and it's been an honor, an absolute honor to be in the same room as these individuals. I would also like to honor, of course, that we're gathered here on Treaty 6 territory. And I'm honored to join you here today on behalf of Premier Scott Moe and the Advanced Education Minister, Ken Cheveldayoff. Today marks an exciting milestone for the new Saskatchewan Polytechnic Joseph A. Ramey campus. As we celebrate this achievement, we also take a moment to acknowledge the recent passing of Mr. Joseph Ramey, whose generosity and vision helped make this campus possible. On behalf of the Government of Saskatchewan, I extend heartfelt condolences to his family, friends, and all who had the privilege of knowing him. His legacy will endure through the opportunities created here for generations of students to come. Sask Polytechnic's Time to Rise campaign continues to build momentum and bring vision to this new campus life. Thanks to tremendous support from the community and generous individuals, we can celebrate exciting developments like today. I would like to extend sincere gratitude to the Malcolm Jenkins Family Foundation for the $1 million donation to support the new Saskatchewan Polytechnic campus. I had a chance to meet Mr. Jenkins this morning, as well as his wonderful daughter, Karen, and I had a chance to discuss with Karen about how proud she must feel to have a father that has stepped up in this community and has called Saskatchewan his home and loved this province as much as we all do. This donation will make an impact on Indigenous students who will benefit from the Indigenous Student Center gathering space. Creating supportive and welcoming environments is crucial to helping students thrive in their educational journeys. This donation highlights one of the many ways that Joseph A. Ramey campus will benefit students and Saskatchewan as a whole. The campus will play a crucial role in encouraging collaboration with to create a center of excellence as applied research and learning. High-quality learning environments and collaborative learning spaces will open doors for student researchers, professionals to learn, innovate, and grow. This is crucial to help train and the next generation of leaders support our province and help meet the goals outlined here in Saskatchewan's growth plan. Since 2022-23, the Ministry of Advanced Education has provided $18 million for this project, including $2 million in most recent provincial budget. The new campus project is gathering steam, and we are grateful for the strong collaboration among project partners that made this progress possible. And before I close, I would like to congratulate Sask Polytech for all of its success so far in the Time to Rise fundraising campaign. It is a clear vision for this new campus. It's shared by many here in Saskatchewan. It is inspiring to see how community is coming together to make the new campus a reality. And thank you again to Jenkins Family Foundation today for their very generous donation. We look forward to seeing Sask Polytechnic students benefit from the Indigenous Students Gathering Place. Thank you again. We are very, very thankful for your gift today. Thank you.
The Honourable Jamie Martins. Thank you so much, Jamie, for your support and the support of your colleagues at the Government of Saskatchewan and for Sask Polytech in all ways, and in particular in this project. Everything we do at Sask Polytech is for our students, and so I'd be remiss not to introduce to you a couple of important ones that have joined us today, and just ask you to stand up and just give a quick wave. Roseby James and Sufyan Jamadar are here, and Robesby is our Sask Polytech Student Association newly elected president, and she sat in on her first board meeting with us today, and it was wonderful to have you with us. And Sufyan now these people, in addition to their studies, have and all the adjustments that they make in coming to Saskatoon and in investing in Sask Polytech education, they also pick up the burden of for their fellow students to administer the Student Association. So we are honored to have you here, and we thank you for what you've agreed to undertake for our students, and so thank you very much for being here. And that leads us to, we're so proud of our students, and we're so proud of how they get connected into the workplace and into employment afterwards. And so whenever we have a chance to have an alumnus join us, we are thrilled to have that happen. And today, we have on our dais today Shailene McNabb, and Shailene has very quickly become a close friend of mine, and we're working, quick story, we're working on a reconciliation project together where Shailene has been the face of Sask Polytech support for that project in a parkscape in Prince Albert, and we're out on these traditional lands yesterday in a teepee at an organizational meeting when a lightning storm struck and set the grasslands on fire with 1.5 foot flames, and they're burning underneath the cars that were parked there. And so in addition to being an important member of our Sask Polytech team, she's also a fellow firefighter with me. So Shailene, and very quickly, the discussion before we got there was, where was the sweat lodge going to go? And the creator, I guess, just decided that it was going to be right there where that fire started. So Enjoyed always our engagements together. But Shailene is, as I say, an alumnus of Sask Polytech, and she's an Indigenous Student Advisor at Sask Polytech's Prince Albert campus. And I just ask you to come forward, Shailene. Shailene is a Métis woman born and raised in Treaty 6 territory. Her background is in corrections and more recently in mental health. She is a mother of 2 children. She completed her Indigenous social work degree in 2018 and has been in the human services field for 9 years. Please join me in welcoming a friend of mine, friend of Sask Polytech, Shailene McNabb.
I'm literally still in shock from what happened last night. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Shailene McNabb. I'm Program Head for Indigenous Student Success North. Okay, so I'll just start with my speech. Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you to share a story that is both personal and profound. A story of resilience, love, and the enduring spirit of my great-grandmother, Jane Umperville. Raised on the trapline, my grandmother learned from the land and took on the responsibility of raising her siblings. She didn't attend school in the traditional sense, but was educated by the world around her. Her childhood was shaped by the painful legacy of residential schools, institutions that sought to erase her identity and culture. Despite these challenges, she nurtured a lineage that now seeks to reclaim its heritage. Today I stand before you as the first in our family to attend post-secondary, a milestone that carries the weight of our shared history. And as I walk through the halls, I carry her spirit with me, the spirit of a woman who, despite these odds, nurtured a lineage that now seeks to reclaim. This new campus space is more than just a building. It's a testament to the strength and resilience of Indigenous peoples. It is a place where Indigenous students can connect with their culture, share their stories, and find a sense of belonging. Spaces like the Indigenous Student Center are vital in supporting the success of Indigenous students. They offer a safe space for cultural expression, provide access to elders and mentors, and foster a community where students can thrive both academically and personally. Through the activities such as storytelling with elders, traditional crafts, and cultural ceremonies, students are able to reconnect with their heritage and build a strong foundation for their future. These experiences not only enrich their educational journey, but also empower them to embrace their identity with pride. The new space will bring all the students together, fostering an environment of inclusivity and mutual respect. It will serve as a bridge between cultures, where shared learning and understanding can flourish. I want to express my gratitude to Malcolm for supporting Indigenous students at Sask Polytech. His donation will ensure future students will continue to have an engaging and high-quality learning experience as they pursue their career aspirations. In closing, let us honor the sacrifices of our ancestors, celebrate the opportunities before us. Together, we reclaim our identity, honor the past, and forge a path towards a brighter tomorrow. Thank you.
Such a lovely note to bring our program to a close today. I want to again recognize the Malcolm J. Jenkins Family Foundation and of course Malcolm himself for the very meaningful, important donation to our Time to Rise campaign, which comes at a very critical time, taking us over that $70 million mark toward our $100 million goal. I have been involved, I've had the blessing over the 35-year friendship I've had with Malcolm to be involved in many projects, and and his values are rubbing off on me, and I'm pleased to count amongst those some beautiful projects, the E.A. Rawlinson Center for the Arts and the Mann Art Gallery in Prince Albert, the Alfred Jenkins Field House that Larry referred to before. He has been a very generous donor to the Jim Pattison Children's Hospital as well, and to the establishment of that. And I don't know that I have felt more admiration for him than in his more recent attentions to active reconciliation. And Malcolm, I'm very, very proud of your efforts in that regard. And at this critical time in our province, a province that is essentially a family of families that cares about each other, and cares about the success of each other, that your initiatives in this regard really deserve our appreciation and admiration. Thank you so much, Malcolm. And Karen, thank you for allowing your inheritance to be diverted in this direction. Appreciate it very much. This investment now accelerates our progress. As I say, we're at the $70 million mark of a $100 million campaign. We've got some ways to go yet. We trust that it will send a signal to everybody in this room, and thanks for the media that is here today that will carry that message forward across the province into the rest of the country. Saskatchewan Polytechnic's Time to Rise campaign isn't just about our aspirations. It is about how our province moves into the future. Beyond the walls of our new campus, your gift, Malcolm, will, particularly at this time, will be noticed and will have great impact beyond the walls of this building. It creates a statement of commitment to the prosperity of our region, strengthening the educational backbone that contributes to economic growth, skilled employment, and a vibrant provincial community. Again, that's something to be proud of, and we are here. Sask Polytech is proud that in a province that is a family of families, we connect families to jobs, we connect families to livelihoods. And we do this out of an abiding faith with the government of Saskatchewan that education changes lives. And so I thank you very much for your attendance here today, for your support through the continuing campaign to create the Joe Remy Sask Polytech campus in Saskatoon. For any members of the news media, we'll be happy to answer questions at this time. There'll be a place somewhere out here away from the refreshment table so that you can continue to enjoy each other's company. I wish you a very, very happy celebration of National Indigenous Day tomorrow. Thank you all for coming. Have a great Sask Polytech weekend.